Good morning and welcome to Wisdom in Gray. Good morning, family. It's another day, another great day to be alive and to know that God has blessed us and allowed us to see this day one more time. Today's message is about our churches. And no, I'm not a church basher. I'm a minister, so I don't believe in bashing the church. But I do believe that sometimes we need to be encouraged and to know that there's things that we need to improve on. And so today I'm going to be talking about welcoming people in the church. As I've been doing some visiting, I've been noticing that people are not very welcoming when people want to come into the churches. And that's a problem because God's church is open to every single person. There's no monopoly on God's church. The church does not belong to us. It is God's house. And everyone is welcome in God's house. And so, therefore, when people come in, we need to smile, show a gesture of love. Why are they there? Because there's so much things going on in this world. We know we just came out of COVID, then we've had the Donald Trump mess for years, and then we have the election coming up, and some people have been suffering from Hurricane Helene. There's just been so much going on, but whatever the reason is it doesn't matter. The point is, if they're coming into God's house, we are to welcome people into God's house. Our job is to love and help each other. And they need to be able to see that when they're walking into God's house. And I hope that we think about this a little bit more because times are not getting any easier. It's getting worse. And people don't know exactly where to turn to. But we can always tell them, you can turn to God anytime. Anytime. God is there for all of us. And everyone is open to his love and his support and his grace and mercy. Everyone. The church does not belong to you. It belongs to God. And everyone should be welcome into God's house. Now, when I sent this message out, I send messages out every Sunday, and I had a sister that wrote a beautiful poem about it. I don't have time to share it now, but I'm going to come back on and I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm also going to post it in one of the shorts. But we need to be people who are loving and kind. Loving and kind. No one else should be loving and kind. Believers should be loving and kind. And we need to remember what your purpose is. God gave you something to do as well as the church has something to do. And so don't get confused. The pew that you've been sitting on for 20 years does not belong to you. You've been there for 50 years. The church does not belong to you. The church belongs to God. And the people that come in are welcome in God's house. And I've said this a couple times, and I'm sorry to keep saying it, but I have to drill this point home. The church is for all people. God made all people for his mercy and his grace. And we are here to encourage and support. I always say the church is a place like a refueling station. You go in there, you get encouraged, you worship God, you learn more, you pray, and you get more of that gas to get back on out to do the purpose that God instilled in you. God's house is open to everyone. Until my next video, I please hope that you will subscribe. And I love you and I thank you. And again, this is probably not a perfect video, but I've just never been one in front of the camera, with self-esteem issues and all that kind of stuff. But look, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm trying to share God's word and his will and hoping that he's pleased with me. And I thank you again. And until the next video, God bless you.